friends, welcome back to my channel. I am Cher, and I love to do a lot of beauty here on the channel, travel vlogs as well. Today is going to be a lot more beauty. I've been on a major kick where I'm preparing for wedding season. I'm a professional makeup artist, and so I've been bringing you a lot of videos of kind of getting ready for wedding season. And so sorry, but this is everything that's on my mind right now. I'm having a lot of fun just practicing getting all the looks ready, a lot of products restocked. So this is another episode where we are going to bring you behind the scenes. I thought what would be fun is we're going to kind of go through a lot of the looks that you can do using Anastasia Beverly Hills products. So I did a video where I showed you guys that I was starting to customize my makeup a little bit more and do, more palettes that just kind of have all of the colors that I use all in one place, and kind of working on over time a lip palette as well. So Anastasia Beverly Hills is one of my favorite brands for my makeup business. I use a lot of the products in this, and I got this empty magnetic pan and started filling it with a lot of the Anastasia singles. There's a couple that are not, and I was noticing there's a few of these single shades that are duplicates of what's in the palettes too. So I'm trying to kind of almost emulate those palettes. So I don't even have to carry those palettes around anymore and just stick to these. So what I'm doing right now is I am just practicing how many of my normal standard bridal looks I can do using these shades, and just kind of stick to those a lot as my standard and my signature looks. So what I'm doing in this video is I'm going to bring you along testing out some of the different looks that you can make with these colors. So if you're somebody who's been interested in a customized palette, or you're a bridal makeup artist, or you're doing your own wedding makeup and you just want ideas, these are going to be a lot of your standard wedding looks. And I'm going to do a little tutorial and show you how I'm testing out the colors and show you how to do them all from just Anastasia Beverly Hills. So if that interests you, then make sure you stick around, pop the subscribe button, because I do bring you behind the scenes ever so often like this. But I'm just definitely on this makeup artist kick right now, because it is August right now, and the fall is usually my busiest time of year for weddings and everything. So this is just getting prepared, and this is all fresh on the brain. So come along with me and let's get started. Okay, so one of the first things that I really want to test out is kind of a light smoky look. I want to make sure I'll be able to create it with this palette. So we're going to do that look first. I'm going to attempt hot chocolate first and not straight up black, although this black is pretty good at blending and smudging out into almost a dark brown. But I'm going to try, I think this is hot chocolate. See how she looks. That's pretty. I don't want her too dark though. Diffuse it a little bit more. It's almost taking on like a, not quite gray, but yeah, I think it's the perfect color for this, for what I'm looking for. I don't want it too tan and I don't want it too black. So I think this might be it. Okay, on my white ones, you can see that they have a little bit different finish. This almost has a slight like silvery, bluey, shimmering look. This one is more straight up white. So I'm going to just use the straight up white for now. And see how it goes. Okay. Pretty. Now we're going to come in with Anastasia Beverly Hills Snowflake, and just pop a little extra sparkly on there. Ooh. Oh my goodness, how beautiful is that? That is so pretty. We're going to do eyeliner, wings. Again, I use Anastasia Beverly Hills, the jet black for liner. So we're going to pop some liner on. I'll do my under eyes and we'll go from there and see how it looks. All right, guys, so here is the finished look. I think it came out pretty much how I was thinking. If you don't wear white, it comes out looking a little purple. So sometimes it's about the tints in your clothes. I definitely love to put on like my white robe here so that I can really get a feel for how it looks for bridal, for like, you know, if somebody is wearing white. Okay, so we have a look for look one that is complete. Very stunning. I like to do this look, especially for blondes. It looks really good on blondes that want just a very soft look, but that glowing eye. So now let's move on to look number two. So next we're going to try just a simple like neutral but glowy look. I think I'm going to try maybe this one. Kind of my sandy signature look. I'm going to see if I can pull it off from this palette now. So a little more browny tanny. I think I'm going to try just a slight bit more orangey right here. I don't remember the name of this one. Was it burnt orange maybe? Let's go with this one. Just a little touch, but not too much. I don't want it to be super smoky, but this just adds the slightest depth in the corner. And now I'm going to try right here. This is Vermeer, which is the same shade that's in the Modern Renaissance palette. So I know I've used it for this look. It's more the matte colors that are a little different. So I'm going to see if it still can turn out the same or not. I'm going to do the same stuff on the bottom lid. And I usually would use, what was it I used? Oh, I did use Kitten. I used a Styla Kitten. Where did that go? Is this it? And then I also do a touch of e.l.f. glitter. See there. Let me get everything else put on and we'll see how it turns out. And here's the look. A very light sandy color. I think it matched fairly well to what I used to do. Okay guys, so the next one I'm going to make is a very, very subtle, probably more on the matte side look. Excuse the giggling from kids. If I waited to film when kids were quiet, I would never get to film. So you'll just get a little background noise here. Anyway, we're going to do something that is more of just a very standard look, not a lot, very minimal. Neutrals look. I'm probably going to make it more of a matte rather than highlight and glowing and shimmer. It's still bridal because some people want this look, but it's also for like photo shoots and just very standard, almost even professional, you know, headshots and that kind of thing, where it's just a very standard matte neutrals look, especially for those who are a little bit scared of a lot of makeup or a lot of color, anything like that. Now I may change up the lips and go with more color on the lips because the neutrals will go with absolutely everything. People don't tend to shy away from lip color as much as eye color, but I have noticed clients sometimes if they're just going for like professional shots or a photo shoot especially, they're just like, I mean, absolute minimum, not a lot of smoky. We're going to do slightly smoke. I haven't decided if I'm going to make this look at all smoky. A lot of your clients that are on the natural side or don't wear a lot of makeup or they just want like whatever for a photo shoot don't like smoky. Like if you start putting any dark color here in the corner, they freak out. So for the moment, I'm going to keep it neutral, but I may go with like a smudged liner and make that be the smoky. We'll see. We're going to let it evolve. But this is just going to practice for just a very simple probably boring to most people look, but like probably about 70% of my clients want this. So that's what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna take the lightest like neutral that I have in here, and we're just gonna start coating the eyes with it. Very soft, hardly there color. Because again, I don't want to scare my clients. I'm going to add in red earth. It looks really bright and crazy, but we're just going to do the most subtle, tiniest amount here, because you got to have like the slightest depth, you know, in the corner. Okay, and then I know I said I'm not going to do shimmer, but I might just pop on like the tiniest bit here, just so it kind of catches the light just a tiny bit. There we go. Just because without it, it's a little bare. There we go. I will follow up with the same colors on the under eyes. Now, depending on the client, some of them will be okay with eyeliner. Some will not. And also depending on the shape of the face. There might be some who, you know, you really don't want to go with any kind of black or anything too heavy, or it will drag their eyes down, especially if they're really fighting lashes with you, which a lot of these types of clients do. Maybe go with a deeper brown under the eyes at this point. Then we're gonna do just a touch for the ones who are not as freaked out about anything smoky. I'm gonna go ahead and do a little bit on the sides, but I'm gonna smudge out the wing a little bit. Okay. Get them equally balanced. And we're gonna diffuse it, so it's not like a harsh winged line. Okay, that might even be a little too much, to be honest with you, but for some people, you got to keep it so subtle not to scare those clients. The last thing I'm going to do is pop just the tiniest bit of white, but not a lot, right in here. Actually, I already did it on that side. Not a lot at all. And really blend it down, just so it's a little lighter. I'm going to blend it out just a little bit more, so it's not like even this is too much smoke for a lot of people. So, you know, it just depends on the person. And sometimes what I do is I start with it light and I keep showing them, and I'm like, is this too much? Is this too much? Is this too much? And you start small and you gradually build it up to where they want it. Because if you start dark, it can be too dark, and then it's harder to get it off than it is to keep adding. So that is one of the biggest struggles as a makeup artist, is like really pulling out of people like what they want and how much is too much to them. Okay, I'm going to actually pop a little bit more of the white and really put it like into the corner, and I bring it up for a very seamless transition here. There we go. And I think that will lighten it up a little bit. There we go. Kind of try to blend it into the transition color a little bit more. Yeah, I think that'll do. So I love to do this like highlight here. You know, I always do it right in the inner corner. If you're not going with a shimmer look, like there is nothing like a shimmer in there. But if you're going with a matte, I still highlight and I just use white. So that's kind of my little technique. So I'm just using the white matte. Okay guys, here is the final look. Sometimes it's hard to get a good feel for it when your hair is not all curled and done like bridal and the earrings and the dress or robe. But I am at least wearing white to kind of get a feel. So we did the little pop of color, and as you'll notice, it almost makes it have a pink tint. It's all about like the other colors you put with it as to how the neutrals turn. You could do this with, you know, more bronze colors on the cheeks and a neutral lip instead of the bright pink. But I wanted to go a little more pinky for bridal looks, are for things that will work for bridesmaids that just want a soft matte look that's, you know, quick and easy and goes with everything. So this is how it came out. I will also note that I don't usually do these lashes. It would be like your standard Ardell professional lashes or something with this. All right, guys, we are back, and this time we are going to test out my mauve smoky signature look. We are going to come back in again with that same transition color. I think that was BIRKIN. Okay. I'm also going to do a little touch of my blush here, just to give a little more pink. That's more if I want pink in it. Yeah. This was that Bon Fresco, which is a true pink color. So we're going to kind of coat everything more in, yeah, that's what we want, is that lavender color. Oh, that may give it to us. I like that. Yeah. Now this one we're going to do a true point, and I'm going to bring it way up to give a very dramatic look. And just don't mind my brow hairs. I need to wax. So pretty, y'all. Okay, I'm going to diffuse a little bit more of that Bon Fresco into it. I'm going to go with Vermeer at first. And we are going to come in with another topper too, but we're going to start with Vermeer. Because it's turning a little more purple now, I am going to come in with a little of my blush over here and mix it in with that one and see if that makes a difference. That might be it. So see, this is where you get inventive. If you don't have the right shade, go to your blushes. Yeah, that's it. I think that's the one. I've mixed together a whole bunch of colors, so now I'm going to have to keep track, aren't I? I think I also had a touch of like brown in there too before, so I'm trying to find the closest brown to that one. I think something like this. Okay, so I'm struggling with the colors, just trying to match what I used to do. This is about as close. I'm going to see how it all looks once we get everything on. The lashes I'll do in a few minutes. I'm going to go ahead and do some lips. I'm going to try to go a little more, maybe a little slightly more neutral on the lips. All right, guys, this did not come out at all like I was visioning in my head. So this is not going to be the mauve look. This is just going to be a smoky purple look. So yeah, we're going to start over on another look. I mean, I like how it turned out. It looks pretty, but it was not what I was thinking. I could not match those colors again. So I might just have to do it from the Modern Renaissance palette, but I don't know. We'll keep trying. But anyway, this is a cool look, so we'll keep it. Yeah, I spent like an hour trying to get the colors right. All right, guys, I think I'm going to wrap it up there. I don't want this video to get too long, even though I could keep doing looks over and over and over again. There's a million more I could play with, but you're going to get tired of watching. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. If you are a makeup artist yourself, or a bride, or you really love ABH like I do, and you just wanted to get a feel for swatches and shades and different ideas, a lot of these are just very standard looks, even though this one's just a little wilder than the rest of them. Most of them are pretty standard bridal looks, and you enjoyed that. Make sure you pop that subscribe button and stick around, turn the notification bell to on, because I do love to do different looks and everything. I just made a new order to Sydney Grace. I'm going to try out some of those singles, and play around with some of those colors too. So I will bring you another video when that gets here, sharing my whole haul, and we'll play around a little bit more. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Bye.